Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video on what it's like to be a background actor. I have been a background actor, and if you didn't know from watching my what I brought as an extra to set video, which I'll link in the description if you have not seen it, I was a extra on the set of I'm Not Ashamed for 3 weeks. It was a lot of fun, long days, but it was a lot of fun. Okay, I just repeated myself. So I thought I'd share with you a little bit about what it's like to be a background actor. Or extra, but background actor is a little bit better, so then you don't sound like you're just an extra. Which, trust me, being just an extra is not, like, bad at all. You get to learn about life on set. And so you'll learn, like, you can get behind the scenes look on how they film stuff by being an extra, because most likely, well, they're filming a scene if they don't need any extras at that moment in time, but they're going to need you for the next scene. You can sit and you can kind of watch behind the scenes how it works, and you'll get a feel for being on set. And it's, to me, I mean, I liked being an extra. I've been an extra in a couple other films, and so I just learned a lot, and each set you go on is different than the one you've been on. So one set could do this way, and then the next set could be totally different. Like, I'm Not Ashamed, we were up in a classroom as our holding area for extras, and then we were brought down, or we stayed on the stairwell while they filmed in the hallway because we were all needed, just not, they didn't want us to go all the way back up to the classroom. So it could just depends. Like, for one movie set I was on, like, the extras were not that far away from, like, we were filming in a restaurant, and the filming took place in one spot of the restaurant. We were in another section of the restaurant not too far away. So it just depends on how they handled where they put their extras or their background actors. Sometimes you could just be literally right off scene or not like right off scene, but like if they're filming in like a big area, you could be like off camera all day. And so for most of the time it's going to be at least 8-hour set. Could be longer, could be shorter. But most likely your call time is going to be early and you're going to end late. I had a call time of 7:30, and sometimes we were done by 5, sometimes we were done by 7, one time we were done later. So it just depends on what time your call time is and all that. So like when you first get there, your very first day on set, you bring your release form. You have to bring a slip of paper with your, like, signed. I got it in my email, but they had some on set because I did not print it out, because I'm not actually sure why I didn't print it out. I think it was mainly because, like, I had to figure out what I was going to bring, like, literally out of my clothes that I had in my closet. Because I got this, otherwise if I had gotten this, like, the day before, I could go to thrift stores and buy 90s clothes. Well, I got it the day before, which is fine. Or, well, the day before Higher Rock Videos, which was totally fine because there's nothing wrong with getting it. You know, you can get 24 to 48 hours in advance. So your first day on set, you're going to bring a slip of paper, or they're going to give it to you. Like, they had to give me one. They had to give a few people one. And you're going to want to have a pen because you're going to sign it if you have to get it there. You're just going to sign it saying, it's like, I allow whatever, enter film here, to use my picture, video, voice, sound, whatever in insert film here. You sign it and date it, and then you turn it in, and then whenever you get inside, they have you fill out a check-in list. So you just fill out your name, what role you were, like, in your email. It would say what you were called in for. Like, you could have been called in for, like, the classes were, there was drama class, there was history, there was the core kids, which is like the kids they used in every scene or pretty much every scene. So that's what you do every time you come, because they want to make sure that you're all there. So each day you just fill out your name, the spot, and I think the date's at the top of the page, so you don't have to write the date it is. And then if you were there the first day, you know where Extras Holding is. But if not, if you come the second day, then someone can take you up to Extras Holding. Or this is how it was. And then, so this one girl, she came for the second, she was there the second or the third day. She was there for 2.5 weeks, I think. So the same time the rest of us were, or most of us. And so she came, and so I showed her actually where it was, and we got to be really good friends, just by all this. And then so once you get to Extras Holding, you get to make sure that you are dressed in an outfit that they, like, wardrobe could come in and, like, say, okay, you can wear this. You need to change. Make sure your makeup was done, your hair was done, your wardrobe was on. And once you were all ready to go, we sat at desks and just talked. Little groups of us. There was like 5 or 6 groups. And then whenever it was like lunchtime, we'd go back up and eat whatever was catered to us for food. And so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. Being an extra, because you can't talk, you can't make any noise, you walk, you can't look at the camera, you have to look to the side, like this, because that's, like, you don't want to look at the camera. You want to avoid looking into anything that you're not supposed to. So if you're walking down the hallway talking to someone, you need to, like, be looking at them or be looking like you're listening to them. And so that's a lot of fun. And, like, if you want to talk, you have to, like, well, you can kind of hear me. You basically want to talk without talking. Like, no voice. So, pretty much a little bit less than a whisper. Because it can pick up, like, a mic can pick up on any sound. And so, the things you'll want is if you have your phone on silent. Like, not just vibrate. Like, silent. Because if vibrate, the mic can pick it up. And that's what our director would say is phones on silent. Because any vibration can ruin a shot. And so it was like, okay, my phone was always on silent. Always. As soon as I got on set, my phone went on silent. Even if I was in the extras room. It was on silent because I didn't want to be the person who accidentally forgot to put my phone on silent. So it's a lot of fun. And then you have to listen to where they put you. And remember exactly where they put you in case, like, they're in the middle of filming scene, or they filmed a scene and then it's lunchtime and then they watch it back and they're like, oh, this is not, okay, we got to do this again. There was this noise. Like, maybe an airplane went overhead and they didn't want that. Or some random noise, or, you know, the script writer's like, okay, well, let's try it this way instead. It could have been a perfect scene, but he wanted to try it different, which is totally fine. That's what the script supervisor is for. And so you'll just have to remember where they put you. You want to be standing actually in your spot that you were in. So you just have to remember what locker you were standing in front of, or if you're standing by a locker and you're talking to someone who's standing by their locker, make sure you know what locker you're standing in front of. So I knew which locker I was using, and that way it looked more realistic if I opened it and I happened to be in the scene. When I opened it, I put my cell phone. I put my phone in the locker. Or no, I didn't put my phone in because that would look suspicious. I put a notebook and a pencil in my locker. I kept my phone in my backpack that I was wearing. But I put my phone and not my phone. Why do I keep saying my phone? Put my notebook and a pencil in the locker, and that way I knew which locker I had. Because as you're going back to one, you're like, okay, I think it was 335. And so you open 335, and it could be that locker, you'd be like, oh wait, it was the next one. And then there's your stuff. And a lot of kids did that because it looked more realistic if like if you open the locker and they like pan the shot or whatever. Just so that way it wasn't a bunch of kids opening empty lockers, because it was during the summer, so school wasn't going on. And so just remember, listen to what they say, keep your phone on silent, but being an extra is a lot of fun. You meet a ton of people, so whenever you go on set as an extra, just make sure that you listen to what they have to say, go where they tell you to go. Always try to remember your release form. Your media release form, so that way they can use you. Otherwise, if you don't turn it in, they can't use anything they shot of you, and there you just spent, a week on set and they can't even use you. So, always make sure you have that. Yeah, that's about it. Being on set, remember, it is a lot of fun. They are long days, but always remember to have, they want you to come with 3 outfits, okay? Bring 4, just in case they don't like one of the ones that you brought. Always have at least 1 to 2 more outfits than they call for. So if they say 2 outfits, bring 4. If they say 3 outfits, bring 4 to 5. Make sure it fits in a small suitcase. Like, bring a few more outfits than they say. Bring a few more shoe options. Bring hair ties. If you're a girl or a guy with long hair, you'll need to put your hair up if they want you to. But being an extra on set is a lot of hurry up and wait. So you get there at your call time. They might not use you yet. They might just not use you yet. So just remember to always be on time, which is 15 minutes early. So if your call time's at 7:30, you should be there by 7:15. 7:15 is on time. 7:30 is late. Anything after that, why did you even come? That's what I learned from AMTC. Be 15 minutes early, because 15 minutes early is good. On time is bad. And any further past your call time, I don't know why I just air quoted call time. Anything past your call time, they'll be like, well, we can use somebody else because this person didn't bother about showing up. So they could use somebody else, and by the time you get there, you're not needed anymore, because there's already someone there who can do your job. So just make sure that you're always, always, always on time. If that's the only piece of advice you take out of this video, good. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below on what advice you would give to a background actor before they go to set for their first day. Also, leave a comment down below with suggestions on future videos. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.